What's been going on, Manchester United fans? I hope you're all fucking mad at Manchester United because we have just lost 1-0. Now, I can't really say that I didn't expect this or that we really dominated the game and should have won, because if they nicked it and we dominated a top-class team like Chelsea, who got absolutely mugged off in Rome, just remember that. And their best centre-back wasn't playing. And we had 2 shots on goal. 2 fucking shots on goal. That is so poor. And I'm about to tell you why. Well, first of all, no balls through. Mkhitaryan has definitely got that Kagawa syndrome where he's struggling. It's so hard for him right now to break into his own, and I think he is desperately needing a midfield player who's going to do all the running and fucking tackling and winning the ball back and getting forward and creating options for him, because he can't do that. He is best when he's standing still, looks his head up, looking up, and plays a pass through. He's not even though he's sublimely quick, he is super fast. He's not the type to run. You can just tell. And in a big game like Chelsea, he was not motivated at all. He just did not care. He looked lackluster, looked tired, you know. So, first problem, no balls through. No one's looking up. We had ball-winning plays like Matic and Herrera, who won the ball, played it forward, played it into Lukaku. Lukaku lost the ball. Now, and then we just didn't create any chances. We created 2 chances. One, Rashford should have put away, and Lukaku should have done better with that outside-the-box shot. But it was well poor. It was disgusting. And I want to know what he said to his players at half-time. Now, the problem is when you set your team up, not defensive, but when you're a counter-fucking attacking side that doesn't have a quick midfield to move the ball quickly. It's poor, man. You know? We give teams too much time to find their shape and form again. We have a number 10 who's not looking up. We have a player in Lukaku who likes the ball, not to his feet, but through him. He needs to take 2 touches. One needs to be into space, and the second needs to be a thundercunt into the goal. He hasn't scored in something like, when was his last goal? Palace? Maybe? No, I've got no idea when his last, it might have been in the Champions League. But, it's just so frustrating because we should have beaten this team. If Pogba was back and Fellaini was fit, and we approached it differently, we should have definitely ran this game a lot better than we did, which we didn't run. We just absorbed all their pressure and we shit ourselves. We honestly just couldn't handle it, and they just created chance after chance. If David De Gea moves to Real Madrid, we are so fucked. We are unbelievably screwed because there is nobody else who is better than him at this right now, and we absolutely needed him. There was at least 4 clear-cut chances where they should have put us away. But David De Gea was absolutely brilliant that game. Man of the match for me in a poor United team. Now, the build-up play. Defensively, the one mistake from Jones did cost us the game. That we're the best defensive team in the league. You no doubt about that. But sadly, we just couldn't. You know, United players need to start moving better around the ball because it's too easy to defend. It's too easy. You know? Chelsea just won the ball back 3 passes after we started building an attack. And how can that be happening? That should not be able to happen. Mourinho is trying to play counter-attacking football with a team that the forward lines is like this. It's like this. It was Martial, Lukaku, and Rashford. Their midfield was here. Our defense and midfield was here. And that link in between there is where the number 10 sits, and there was nobody there. Gosh, I feel like a West Ham fan, because we are a huge club and we need to be at least putting something in. There was no emotion. Nobody took the fucking game by the balls and went, we're going to win this. We're going to at least try to score a goal. We were absolutely dominated in the midfield. Absolutely destroyed. Bakayoko, that blue-haired Minotaur, was absolutely, he was great. You know, he was that box, he was up and down the field the whole game. The whole game. And we just couldn't control them. And it was really sad because I don't know what to say, you know, because like I thought we were going to build off the Tottenham win where we nicked it, and we were going to go, right, Chelsea, because we're not playing defensive. We just don't have a midfield that likes to move the ball forward. So it's all well and good if we can move it between our centre halves and our midfielders, but that actually means fuck all in the context of winning a football game, because, you know, then we're basically playing like we did with Van Gaal. Side-to-side passing, no cutting. We need to start playing that defense splitting passes right through the gaps, because that hasn't happened once in October. October has been an awful month for Manchester United, because, you know, we came out of the international break and we were like, yeah, come on, you Reds, we're going to win this season. And now we're at the end and we're at the next international break and we've been turned over. We've been bent over the table. You know, football clubs like Huddersfield can predict what Mourinho's doing. Why? Why is that happening? Why can players and managers see our tactic and it's too easy to defend against, because it's just, don't play too open, play a high line, dominate the midfield, be aggressive in the midfield, and that's the game won. What I think we need to do is I think we need to get all our players on loan back. We need Cameron Borthwick-Jackson back, Timothy Fosu-Mensah, and definitely Andres Pereira. You know, because he is a player who can whip across it. Lukaku is something like 6'4" and is an absolute beast. He is so dominant in the air, and he's only scored one headed goal in the league. That is poor. That is well poor. Now, I'm not saying Chelsea didn't play well, because they did. I hate Antonio Conte with a passion, because, you know, all that hairspray is like actually made him insane, and the wig, you know. He just looks like an idiot. And like Red Bull addict, jumping up and down, like G-Dub, looks like he's on coke the whole time on the sideline. Just super unprofessional, wouldn't shake Mourinho's hand. Just a poor excuse for a man who made our team look like boys. It was men against boys a lot of the time. So for me, Mkhitaryan needs to go to back to play in the reserves for a bit, because he's looked well shite, like well poor. Well, like, why is he still playing him consistently? He's played him every single game in October in the league, and they've been poor because of him. There's been like 4 chances on, maybe like 2, 3, 4 chances on goal in the last 4 games. That is absolutely shocking. Absolutely poor. Another thing I think is happening at our club, that maybe Jose Mourinho is actually so brilliant and tactically gifted that he can perform with his side. That I don't think that's very good right now. And not because the players, it's a team full of squad players, really. It really is a team full of squad players at the moment, lacking confidence, lacking, just not looking like they want to win for our team and our fans, and that's obviously fucked with our fans, because we have a big sense of entitlement as Manchester United we've won 20 leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, numerous FA Cups, you know, and just being so consistent. So maybe that entitlement, maybe we should start ditching that. We need to stop getting on our manager's back because I do believe that he knows what he's doing. I believe he's going to splash some cash in January and bring in the players we need to win this game and start winning this league. So the fans' entitlement they need to get off it. They need to G down because it's only October and we're still second. We're still second. We're not in the regular relegation zone. You know, we're not Palace. We're not those clubs, and we're second. And the media and the press are making it look like we are. We're not second. We just need to reevaluate how to win with our team. Now, I'm actually really happy that we are going into an international break because Mourinho lives in his hotel with all the staff, needs to be getting that fine dine whining steaks out, needs to be out there with notepads and notebooks and writing tactics, writing plays, new plays, because this isn't working. You cannot be an attacking side and have a slow and be moving the ball slow enough for them to get into position. Now, we like to bring the pressure on, win the ball, and break forward, burst forward. Rashford's looked so poor the last few games. And I blame Mkhitaryan solely. It is his fault. And maybe he's just not good enough for Manchester United, and maybe I do think he's class. But I think he goes missing, obviously goes missing, and he loses his head quite a bit. And a bad game affects the whole month for him, it looks like, because he just no joy in the way he's playing. So we need to start changing the way we play. Another big issue is we can't play the ball to Lukaku into his feet. We cannot do that because he has the touch of a brick wall, and it's so poor. He has the touch of I've never seen that before, and I'm surprised that the fans are having a go at him because it's not like you didn't see it. There is compilations made of how bad this guy's touch is. Compilations, too many. And he definitely needs to work on that because the way we're playing, we're going to have to start playing off him, getting those runs in behind. But because his touch is so heavy, we can only manage to play it as far as Romelu Lukaku. They tackle him because his touch is so just unbelievable that they win it back, build an attack, and start creating chances again. And that happens over and over and over and over. So what do we have to do? We need to get a number 10, and we need to get a striker. I think Romelu is right for the game, right for the way what we need right now. He just needs to get a better touch, come back a little bit more, push higher. Fuck. I hate. This is the second video or third video on my channel, and I was really hoping a loss like this was coming a lot later. And I know the Huddersfield was poor, but this hurts a lot more because it's not a good Chelsea side. It's a poor Chelsea side that Alvaro Morata absolutely rooted David De Gea. How often does that happen? Phil Jones follows Bakayoko into the middle, loses Alvaro Morata. Eric Bailly has to move back. By that time, it's already too late because Azpilicueta has already put that ball in the air. And you can't leave him because he's brilliant. He's a good centre forward. I would have been happy with him as well. I think he offers a lot more to a football team than Romelu Lukaku, but you just gave him too much space, and it was an excellent header. It was a brilliant goal. And then we just sat back. We just let them run at us. How can Marwan Fellaini be a tactical substitute when you're an attacking substitute when you're trying to win the game? Anyway, lads and lasses and Manchester United fans, hopefully we pick it up. Hopefully we come out of the international break with some players who want to strike fear into the hearts of the rest of the league and say we're not We're not going to be taken lightly. We're going to come out the break with Rojo, Ibrahimovic, and Pogba, I'm hoping. And I'm hoping we can pull some of our loan players back. And I'm hoping we can get a number 10. Maybe we should just drop the doll and give 90 million for Griezmann. But I don't think we will. I think we need a lot more media coverage for just stuff like that. So maybe Ozil is not the worst option in the world because at least he is head up and he's looking forward. Yeah. So anyway, if you're about Manchester United, if you're about all things on the red side, like, comment, subscribe. I know I said I'd do it last week, but I rewrote it. I'm doing a Gomez to Glory FIFA 18 series on Simply United, so check that out. I will be... Gosh, I don't even know who we're playing. Oh, it's Newcastle. I'll do a pre-match for the Newcastle game, and yeah. Bye for now, lads and lasses. Fuck.